Alright, what's up, y'all? You know what time it is? Well, you might not know what time it is, but it's early in the morning, and I'm back in the garage, you know what I'm saying? Get something else done to the Gladiator again. So, check it out. Got my boys back here, TTS Tire Service, Mobile Tire Service, on your head, and I ain't gonna say that word though. So, they out here, they doing something else. I swear, man, these jokers come out here more, they might as well move in. Nah, that's 2 extra miles I gotta feed. Dang, we ain't doing all that. But anyway though, I'm changing rims again. Nah, I ain't doing that. I'm changing tires though on the real though. I'm going from the 37s to the 40s. I done had the stock ones that came with it, 315, 70, 75, what I don't even remember what it was, because that was 6 years ago. And then I went to 35s, and then I went to 37s, and I've been on 37s for about 4 years, but we bumping up right now to 40s, so we're gonna do what it do, so let's go. I appreciate it. Yeah, these ain't the type of Alright, y'all, so y'all see the Jeep back there. They took care of me, got the 40s on there, and y'all know who it is. TTS Tire Service, yeah, y'all know who it is. He came out here with his brother today. They got me taken care of. But I got a question for you. I got a question for him though. So check it out. My man was telling me that he took his truck, and what size tires you had on there before?
24 by 12s with 35, 13, 15.
Okay, so he had 24-inch rims with 35s on it, right, y'all? So he went back to the stock wheels, right?
Yep, stock 20.
Stock 20s on his F-150 with 37s. And you had to put a spacer in there, right?
Put a 2-inch spacer on.
2-inch spacer, because they stock wheels.
Yeah, they was touching the upper A-arm.
Okay, now, here's what I gotta ask, because I need y'all to understand this. So, going from the 20 by 12s with the 35s to the 20s with the 37s, what's the difference in how it drives?
Back to stock, basically. It basically ride like it's stock all over.
See? Oh yeah, I'm at the post. That's it with the stock ones? I'm gonna have to post up a picture to y'all and show y'all this. It'll show up in a second.
2-inch spacer on.
Okay, yeah, that look good. I'm gonna have to post up a picture on this video right here so y'all can see it. And the difference is, and we were talking about this, when he had them 2012s on there with them 35s, he didn't have that much tire. But now he done went to the 20s with the 37s, he got a lot more rubber and a little less rim. So the truck drives different.
Yep, a lot more sidewall.
See, when you were trying to turn though, boy.
You had to turn hard. With these, you just turn with your finger.
See? So y'all heard it from the man right here that deals with these tires all day, every day. And by the way, y'all gotta get your stuff taken off, tires and wheels worked on, TTS. Y'all see the number on the truck. Oh, I gotta read it out to you? Hold up. 352-470-4410. Y'all need some stuff worked on, y'all give TTS a call, man. They'll take care of y'all. They done hooked me up 2 or 3 times, so. But I just wanted y'all to hear that, so I gotta let this man go because he got stuff to do, y'all. He a busy man, so y'all need him, hit him up. Peace out, y'all.
Yes, sir.
So real quick, I want to throw out some numbers. So the 37s that I had on here were Yokohama, Geolander, ATX, 37, 1350, 17s. And the 40s that I have on here now are Toyo MT Open Country 40 by 13.5 by 17. So I went from 37s to 40s, from an ATX, which is a little more aggressive all-terrain, to MTs, mud-terrain. Now, the Yokos measured out at about, even though they're 37s, they measured out at about 36, maybe 36.25 inches. And the Toyos over here measure out at about 39 inches. So that's their true circumference. Now, for y'all that don't know, if you have some tires or wheels out there, if you want to know their true measurements, just go to the website. Most of these tires, pretty much all of them, will tell you at a certain pressure what the circumference is. And I think the Yokos, when I got them brand new, it said that at 60 pounds. No, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. Now, I know I told y'all that I had a few different size tires before, and I've been upgrading over the years. So when I first got the Jeep, it came with some American racing wheels already from the dealer. I got this thing in June of 2019, had about a couple hundred miles on it. It was before these things became a fad, and there's only a few people had one. And when I got them, those American racers, I think that the tires were, I know what they were. They were Mastercraft Corsair MXTs. And I think they were like 315, 70s, 17s, or 65, 17s, or something like that. Now, I had to write this down on paper so I don't confuse myself, you know what I mean? So, once I got rid of the Mastercrafts and I went to the Yoko 35s, and I went to the 35s because I had heard about them and heard they're pretty good. So I said, you know what? I'll give them a shot. Turns out they're a really good tire. The ATX, like I said, so they're a little more aggressive design, but they still ride good. They're quiet, all of that. So I had the 35s on here, but then I wanted to go to the 37s. And when I went to the 37s, I had the 35s on there for about 20,000 miles. I put them on at about 50,000. And then at about 70,000, I went to the 37s of the same Yoko ATX. Now, I rolled those for, here comes 62,000 miles. I had those Yoko 37s on here, and that's wild. But they were still riding good. So, at about 60,000 miles later, around, I don't know, 133,000 miles, I got another set of Yokos, same tire. Then, 35,000 miles later, I got another set of Yokos, same tire. So I kept going to the same type of tire because they kept working for me. And that was around 169,000 miles. Yeah, I got a lot of miles. So now, at 201,000 miles, which means I had those 37-inch Yokos on here for 32,000 miles. At 201,000 miles, I have gone to the Toyo 40s. Now, if the reason I didn't go to Yokos is because, hey, let's face it, tires are expensive. Well, everything we buy these days are expensive. Prices have shot up on everything. And because of that, for me to get a brand new set, it would have cost. So what I did was, I just found one of my friends, had some 40s with a few thousand miles on them, got them off of them for a good deal, and there they are. So, just want to throw some numbers at y'all. If you want to know more about it, hey, dude, look, go online, check the weight of your wheels, check the weight of your tires, check the circumference, check all that stuff, because how your Jeep or any vehicle runs, all that stuff matters. The circumference, the weight, everything, all that stuff matters. And how it drives, how it rides, the speedometer, the odometer, all that stuff. So go check it out, get your stuff running right, do what you want to do, make it look good, make it work, I don't know. Do something. Now that I got the 40s on here, there's one last thing I gotta do. And that's I gotta set the computer for the 40s and not the 37s that I had on here. So that's what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna show y'all how I do that with Jscan. Let's go. Now real quick before I get started, if you're gonna drive a Gladiator or a JL, well, almost any vehicle, I recommend that you have extra stuff in your vehicle. But more particularly these JLs and these JTs, there's some few things I think you should have. A, the obvious, extra fuses, extra CAN bus that's located behind the glove compartment, extra Z fuse, gotta have that, and extra bus fuses. Well, you can call them what you want, J-case fuses, got a name on it, but whatever, I know what I'm talking about. keep my cables in there, and I keep this in there. And I'm gonna explain what I just showed you in a second. So to do this, I'm gonna access the OBD cables up underneath. I'm gonna use these cables that I got from Amazon years ago, because I also use these with the JK, the Ram, and the Caravan. The adapter model that I use is the V8 iCar Pro. And I'm gonna be using the tablet. That way, y'all can see a little bit more because it's bigger and it's a little bit easier for you to see what's going on. Now, if you look right here, I have extension cables on my OBD port cables. If not, they're way up in there. And my whole piece is, I got it taken off so you can see better. But I got extension cables off, and so I just keep them tucked up in there, and whenever I get ready to go change something or do something, I can just go right here, pull them out, and do what I gotta do. So, I'm gonna go ahead and pull these out. Then I'm gonna take this cable, and they're different pin sizes, so you can't mix them up. One's bigger than the other one. So I'm gonna just grab this. Make sure I carefully do it because we don't wanna bend up any pins. Have no problems. Real small, so they're easy to do. Insert it. Then I'm gonna take the iCloud Pro and plug it into there. You can see, light's already coming on. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Scroll up, find Jscan, Jeep, Gladiator. All right, all your stuff come up. Connect. It tells you the same thing I said. Engine not off, but running. Now it comes up, it's got your VIN number and all that good stuff up in there. Diagnostic, live data, advanced scan, trail view, TPMS, all that good stuff. So we're gonna go down to adaptation, and we're just gonna find the one that has to do with the tires and wheels in here somewhere. Tire and axle settings. Here we go. Let's see, axle ratio. Well, let me show you this real quick. So if you see, 538, that's what I got because I set this a while ago. TKs. Here we go, tire size. Now, if you look right here, 36.76, that's the last time I set it for my 37s. Now, I'm gonna change it. And I measured these tires, the circumference right now with the few miles that they have on them. They come out to about 38 and a half, 39, something like that. But I think it's more, it was more close to 38 and a half. So, if you look at this thing, it goes all the way up to 44s. But these are coming out around 38 and a half. So, boom, we're gonna pick 38 and a half. Oh, no, see, already messing up. I was about to mess up. I admit, I make mistakes. Let me go back up. About to put 39 and a half. There we go, 38 and a half. And then click go. And we wait. Change applied successfully. To finish up procedure, turn the ignition off, close, and open the drive door. Then leave the car closed for 5 minutes. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, now that I reset the tires, and obviously I know it's in there because I saw 38 and a half in there, I'm going through the process so y'all can see. So I did the whole open, close, leave it closed for 5 minutes. Now I'm gonna go back into Jscan and see if 38 and a half is still in there. Jscan, Gladiator, connect, adaptation. Wait a minute, where'd it go? Tire and axle settings, tire size. There it is right there, 38 and a half. So that's it. Back out and hold on. This y'all know, it's got like a little, I don't even know if I can zoom in, but it's got like a little diagram telling you how to measure it and do your thing. You can sit there and measure it just like they say, just to get an exact measurement so you can get this thing right. So that's it. And obviously with Jscan, like Saw earlier, if you ever played in it before, axle ratio, all that good stuff in it. DPMS settings, you can turn dummy light on and off. Oil change, user settings, all kind of stuff in there. Light voltage regulation. Whoa, you can change it to if you're gonna do LEDs, halogen to LED, stuff like that. Change up some aux switching. See y'all, I'm telling you, I mess up. Auto start stop. The hood ajar, because you can take the hood switch out, which will stop the auto start, but you'll get the dummy light, well, the dash light. And you can do that to adjust that so you don't get the light on the dash anymore. And you can stop it from showing up on your menu. So that's that. There's a couple other things. There's all kind of stuff in here you can play with, but I just wanted to show y'all how to change it with the tires and keep it moving. So we're gonna back up. Yes, I want to disconnect. And there you go. You got all your Jeeps in there. There's your Dodges, your Caravans. We had a Charger we used to use it with. Now we have a, where is it at? Well, we got a Ram, and we got a, oh, this just Dodge, I'm sorry. There it is. We got the Ram 1500, the DT, because there's two different ones. The DT and the DS are different. One's 5 lug, one's 6 lug. And that one's the 5 lug, which is the old model. The new DTs are 6 lug, just so y'all know. Chrysler, we have a, where is it? Pacifica. So that's that. Take this, pull it out. Once again, can't mess them up. Put them back. Don't pull on the wires. Push it out. Put it back in. And then I'm gonna put it back up there. And I have a zip tie that goes up there to hold it in. Cause you can see, zip tie king. Put the cover back on and we're good to go. So that's it. That's how you change your tire size using Jscan. Really not that complicated, really not hard of a process. Just get Jscan, get the license to it, make it happen. Like I said, it's a really good tool to have in case you have any issues. I use it on the Gladiator, I use it on the Ram, I use it on the JK, on the Pacifica, and was using it on the Charger that we used to have. So I had the license to all 5 vehicles, and you know, at 25, 30 bucks a piece. I don't know if you can get any cheaper than that, and you can do everything you need to do. Tires, axles, all that. So get it, make it happen, take care of your ride.